A man said 1 + 1 = 2. The judge thought he was an idiot, and gave him 10,000 years in prison. As soon as John stepped into prison, he saw a spark of genius in the guard's eyes. A bold idea popped into his head.
Hi, excuse me. I'm actually supposed to be getting out of prison today, sir.
He didn't even bother taking off his prison clothes.
You're in the wrong line, dumbass. Over there.
I'm sorry, I am being a big dumbass.
Sorry.
Hey, let this dumbass through!
Just walked out acting like a freed man, and just like that less than a minute in prison, and just like that he escaped. Turns out human IQ was dropping fast. Old-time scientists worried about the future put smart folks to sleep. They'd wake up when the world got too dumb to save it. To test the plan, the big shots picked 2 regular folks. John, unlucky as hell, got picked meant to sleep for a year, but due to an accident he ended up sleeping for 500 years. After breaking out, John went straight to his lawyer. The guy told him time machines existed now. John made a deal on the spot. He'd go back in time, stash money under the lawyer's name, so 500 years later he'd be born a millionaire. He thought the lawyer would take the bait for the cash, but the guy casually handed him a bill worth 10 million. Turns out money in the future was worthless, and using a time machine costs 20 billion. John upped the deal to 30 billion.
What's the minus of 30 and 20?
It's 80, Frito. It's $80 billion. That's a mighty big minus, isn't it?
The lawyer, dumb as a rock, believed him. He agreed on the spot, but John didn't get far. John got caught again, but this time they didn't send him back to prison, straight to the president's office. Turns out answering 1 + 1 = 2 got the president's attention. His sharp mind caught the president's eye. The president immediately made him Minister of Agriculture. His task fixed the crop crisis. The president even promised him, if he made crops grow, the president promised to pardon him if he succeeded. Next day, John and Lucy checked out the farms. Then some irrigation water splashed on John's arm. They were watering crops with soda, but hey, not really their fault. Big corporations had brainwashed them. Turns out 200 years ago, some rich guys wanted to sell more soda, so they took control of all the water. Then they paid off experts to spread lies, told everyone tap water was poison, only good for toilets, and they claimed their soda cured everything and could replace water. After 200 years of this nonsense, people believed it. Even babies drank soda instead of milk. John saw the problem now. John sat down with the other ministers at the White House. He suggested using tap water for irrigation. The ministers thought he was insane.
Well, I've never seen no plants grow out of no toilet.
Hey, that's good. You sure you ain't the smartest guy in the world?
John had no choice, so he faked some magic, said the crops were talking to him. They needed water, not soda. It was ridiculous, but they actually believed it. From then on, all farms switched to using water.